are going to continue. We're going to continue the journey because, like I said, all of our workshops are important. And so we hope that you stay for the whole duration. We're going to not hold you all night, but we brought some pretty important people. So we're going to have my friend, what could I say? I can just go on. She said paint. No, she's never been. What changed my life was we were actually doing a grant, and we just stumbled on the apprenticeship program. Deborah got me in a whole bunch of stuff. That's why she's sitting back now. And so every time I tell her that I am building
Don't need no phone. Practical.
Alrighty, we are so super excited. So, like I said, I met this woman, and we just stumbled on the apprenticeship program. But the Lord had gave me a vision. How many of y'all ever got a vision from God? Tell the truth. How many of y'all done what He said?
I'm in the process. I'm in.
Wait. If I was gonna give y'all some gifts, we already know who wouldn't get the gift. Oh, okay. All right. I'm sorry. No, you good. So, how many of y'all really do what Jesus said?
I tried to. I tried.
No triers. Pastors, bishops, apostles, y'all all here.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, no triers. Really, you know what?
The Bible said I pressed toward the mark.
Yeah, no, you can't press. Pastor Tia came up with one. It sound good.
Right.
But really, no, for real, the truth.
Yeah.
You know, God only accepts total obedience.
Come on, amen.
Partial obedience don't get you blessed. You know, I understand, yeah, I do half of what Jesus said. No, you got to do it all the way. You got to do it all the way because it'll put you on a... How many of y'all looking to be on a good track?
Yeah. Hey.
How many of y'all looking to be on the winning track?
Hey.
How many of y'all looking to be on the millionaire's track?
Yay.
And there's nothing wrong with being a kingdom millionaire. It's not a curse. Did y'all hear me?
Yes.
You know, people be trying to pray for me like, oh no, I want to be wealthy, and I am wealthy because I help people. My wealth is, sometimes my husband get on me because my accountant have started complaining and saying that I just like spend a lot of money. And I had to tell my accountant, you work for me. I better do the boss. Come on, try that core. Do the boss moves. A lot of y'all act like y'all scared to do boss moves. Oh, my account, he worked for me. The reason why he got rich was off me.
Yeah. That's good.
Now his daughter, my accountant too. It's a family of them. Because they help manage what God has so vested. Say vested.
Vested.
Y'all need more to say the brother.
Vested.
I be watching now. I say, yeah, it's what God. Nobody can put it in you. It's what God have already put in you. Come on, don't no pastor have to say you that, you that. Y'all be going to them things and waiting on people to tell you who you already are. Come on, you should be confirming it and so you can manifest it. You cannot manifest what you can't confirm. You know how when people be calling you up in the prayer line, you be looking all crazy. That's false humility. Go on and own it. Come on. The Bible said come boldly. Come on. Knock that ball out the park. Come boldly. How many of y'all bold? Y'all don't look bold. See? I'm gonna get. How many of y'all bold? I know bold. Come on. Because you have to be bold to go into the kingdom realm.
Yes.
You know, there's a realm that a lot of us don't even tap into. You know, we were going to, you know, I didn't tap into it till my mama died. I'm just honest. You know, when my mama died, I was like, oh, Jesus. Oh, man, I prayed in another realm. I prayed in another vestibule. I prayed in another hallway.
Yeah. That's right. That's that Greek. Jesus. Right.
So I'm able to penetrate.
Yes.
I need somebody to get it because I like people to get money. So when I hear the Holy Spirit show me some money flowing, how many of y'all like money? Or y'all don't?
Yes.
The Bible said that the love of money, it didn't never say you can't like it. It can't never say you don't want it. So that's what happens to most. And this is why I wanted to do this because, y'all coming in? I did something that changed my life. You know what changed my life? I bank at Chase, and I never thought that I would get a contract with them to do a $1 million tour. And then guess what? I can do it when I feel like. Come on. I mean, don't nobody let you play with that money when you feel like it. Because what I'm doing is bringing. So if you like, I don't know, some of y'all, you know, y'all not, you know, everybody ain't prophetic. We got readers. You know what readers are? They not prophetic. They just read stuff. Come on, I'm so tired of that era. That era is so fake to me. Come on, get your real discernment and stop reading people. I read her. Come on. You ain't read her. You just reading in the pseudo realm. You ain't reading in the real realm. I was like, okay, Holy Spirit, what you want me to do? I just be wanting people to be blessed. So for some of you, why should you do this? Why do I do a grand opening and have workshops? Because God blessed me. And one of the things that people don't understand about my apostolic call is I'm a marketplace apostle. I cannot be what people want me to be. I got to be what God wants me to be. How many of y'all caught it? How many of y'all capitulated it? Captured it? I have to only be who He called me to be and not what people want me to be. And so why I brought these people to this stage. You know, everybody want to come to the major stage, but if you can't do small room, you're not going to be able to talk to thousands of people. And so I'm so grateful for this great woman because not only I do consider her, I don't talk to everybody, but I consider her as a friend. And I recently got the opportunity, which has been a huge privilege for me, is to be her pastor. Amen. I'm so in awe of God. She was my rep for the apprenticeship. She was the only one that I was able to tell that I'm taking apprenticeship too. Because you know what apprenticeship programs are? Apprenticeship programs is to educate our people. It's not to get nothing from you. It's to give you something. And if we don't get the education that we need, your degree don't cut it. They want you to go on and get the information in a short amount of time. So think about what you make right now. This ain't no trick question. Think about what ballpark. Before I bring this great woman up, think about what ballpark. A lot of y'all talking about, I just want to make this. If I just make 5,000, you have to start small. I remember when I was just trying, my mother told me, I said, Ma, if I could just make 5,000 a month, I'll be good. My expenses went past that. Then she was like, go a little high, baby. Y'all need some old people in y'all life. Go a little high, baby. Jesus see you. But before she died, this is what changed my life. She said, I said, you know what? One day, because I have a friend that makes $1 million every 6 months, just easy for them. And I said, so if they that high, where do you want me to be? And I remember before my mother died, she wrote in her book, she said, I believe that Bridget can make $80,000 a day. And that was 10 years ago. And so you have to set the bar high for yourself. Come on, say set the bar high. Set the bar high. Stop messing with them weak people that's always in your ear talking about you can't do it. You can do it. And you will do it. Say I can and I will do it. Come on, you better say it. Say I can and I will do it. You will do it. And sometimes this is what we do. We have the wrong people pushing us too.
Yep.
You got a hater pushing you because they don't want you to get there first.
Come on, all right.
I like for people to get money. I do. I love for people to be empowered. That's why I brought who I brought. Because I want you to be empowered.
Yep.
And especially when you don't have to pay. You know, we could have put this workshop together with, and you know, workshops like this because they can't. My brothers came on their own. They won't even let. I'm like, well, let me take care. They like, when you come to a place that God has brought you to, this place called rest in money. Say rest in money.
Rest in money.
When you come to a place of rest in money, you don't need anybody to pay your way. Come on, how many of y'all trying to get there? You don't need them to pay your way. You can come on your own dime. Did y'all hear that? I'm so grateful to bring Dr. Nakia Woodard from the Department of Labor. I'm sorry, Womack. I'm looking at you talking about her. I'm sorry. We taking out, and she been under so much warfare, but I ain't never seen nobody that been under that kind of warfare still up fighting. Come on, still up. Something just happened. It just keep happening and happening. But every time it happened, she pushed that much harder. So I'm so excited about her being here. She will take her 20 minutes, and then my nephew Terrence Reese gonna talk about new construction, and then we're gonna have our man, that lady knows she can beat somebody's face, our makeup artist Dr. Anna, and then I want to give you guys a treat, and then after that we good. How's that? So please, let's congratulate everybody, but let's give a round of applause for Dr. Nakia Womack.
I may not need this mic. Let me see. I may not. I know. I do. Can y'all hear me okay? Yeah. Y'all prefer the mic, or is that okay? Mic. Okay, mic.
I just
So.
got mixed up on which Cynthia you were talking about.
I know. I'm in good company with this one right here. Yes. But y'all, I just want to thank again Apostle Dr. Bridget Outlaw, because let's give her a round of applause, y'all. Y'all, come on. Yes, my mentor, my teacher, my pastor, I love you. Let me tell y'all something. It was divine intervention. I'm gonna tell y'all, history is being made right now, because the rooms that I speak in do not look like this. Do not look like this. And I'm going to say that I'm probably the most nervous I ever been because I know what's going on in this room. I'm about to set the atmosphere. Because let me tell y'all something. We about to break down barriers. We about to break chains. We are about to move in the kingdom of God the way it was always intended for us to be. See, I'm about to go there. Somebody told me, yo, you about to go there. Let me tell y'all something. The enemy did not want me to come today because he knows what's about to happen. What's already happened in the spiritual realm, but now it's about to manifest now. Okay, we're about to move. We are about to do mighty things in the name of God. Okay, God is a moving God. Okay, he's a powerful God, and he is giving y'all the tools. He is always giving you the tools. Some of y'all already know what I'm talking about. There's some of y'all in here that have visions, dreams, it's itching, it's in your gut, and you are ready. All right now, I see y'all. All right, I'm about to drop some nuggets because this is not going to be a well-kept secret. It's not. This is knowledge, this is power, and your Father wants you to have it. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. So like I said, the room doesn't usually look like this. But who I talk to, I want y'all to get this in your spirit. Who I talk to are leaders. Leaders. CEOs, owners, business men and women who can make change. Who are going to come together as a people and build up our community. No, scratch that. I'm so sorry, Father. He said build his kingdom, then the community. We're going to build his kingdom here on earth the way he always intended it to be. We're going to rebuild our community, and we're going to bring our people into prosperity. You are chosen. You are here for a reason. He has put this in you for a reason, and you can do it. Do not let the enemy stop you. You are here because God is with you. Amen. Amen. All right, so let's see what our Father got for us today. So, apprenticeship. What is it? It's a tool. This has been a tool that has built a nation. And I'm going to give you a little history lesson. Y'all already know apprenticeship was once a great thing. And guess what? God is giving it to his people to bring it forth once more. Like Apostle said, it is a tool to educate us and to empower us. So what you're about to see is a lot of data, a lot of slides, but we're going to get down to the nitty gritty. So just hang in there with me. Y'all ready? All right, we're going for a ride. So, apprenticeship. Apprenticeship has done many things here in America, and some of y'all are like, well, I haven't really heard of that. By a show of hands, who really knows what apprenticeship is by a show of hands? Try? Okay, all right. Can somebody tell me what's the difference between apprenticeship and internship? Yell it out. Yes, ma'am.
Well, I believe in apprenticeship, you get paid for the things you learn about.
That is correct. That is correct. That is correct. And a lot of times when I speak to a room full of not us's, okay, they are like, well, when I tell them, yes, you have to pay your employees, but there's a catch to that. Once they realize that the government does have funding for you all, plenty of money. And let me tell y'all, we are in the right space and the right opportunity to grab hold of that money that is coming down from Washington. All right, this is going to be a tool, another avenue for you all to push the needle for us. For us. All right? So registered apprenticeship. A lot of times when people think about apprenticeship, they just think about the trades. I want us to get out of that mindset. Just about any industry you can possibly think of can have an apprenticeship training program. And that is what I'm here to help you all with who are interested in bringing skilled workers into your business. Bringing people, human capital, into your business to help you all thrive forward. Have you ever thought that you can put money not only in your pocket, but in somebody else's pocket and change somebody else's life, not only your life, because God isn't going to bless you just to bless you, but to bless others. And we have a perfect role model right here. Okay? Perfect role models. And you got no excuses. Y'all no excuses. So when we talk about apprenticeship, when we're talking about learning and development, don't worry, you're going to get a lot of information, but my card is right here. I want you to grab it. I want you to contact me or Apostle. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Oh, just so you know, this is on apprenticeship Illinois. So if you look right here, illinoisworknet.com, illinoisworknet.com. Everything I'm showing you, it's public. It is public. It is there for you. All right. So when we talk about apprenticeship, there's models that you have to follow with everything. How many of y'all have heard that our God is a God of structure? Yes, he is. That goes for us leaders. I'm talking to business owners and leaders right now. All right. We good? Can I move on? Okay. I gotta go. I only got 20 minutes. But just call me. So when we talk about apprenticeship, there are a couple of ways that you can develop your apprenticeship program. And don't worry, y'all, I'm going to get to the part. This is important because in order to get that funding, those resources, you have to have a registered apprenticeship program. So what makes a registered apprenticeship program backed by the Department of Labor? This. I'm going to give y'all some key components for your apprenticeship program that you're going to build. You can do several avenues, competency-based. How many of you all know what does competency mean? Competency-based, what is that? Your skill level, absolutely. That means when you're in a learning and training program, you can show somebody what skills you have learned. You can show them your assessments, and then you can move on to the next level. The next one is time-based. Time-based is actually the opposite. Time-based is where you will actually be in a certain skill set learning for a certain amount of time. So let's just say wood shop. You have to cut a certain board and you have to show your journey worker for 10 hours before you can move on to the next level that you have mastered that skill. Hybrid is where you can fluctuate back and forth depending on your learner. We're not going to get into that because everybody learns differently. I can talk about that all day long, how we learn differently. Not everybody learns the same. All right? So 3 ways: time-based, competency-based, hybrid. All right? Again, it's a proven track record. Like I said, y'all gonna see a lot of data for employees and workers. I'm gonna skip through that. Range of opportunities. So how do we get started? So what are the benefits, do you all believe, of a registered apprenticeship program for your businesses? What does giving somebody with no experience the opportunity to come and work for you and get paid? What are the benefits? You as a business owner, who wants to start? I mean, right there. Yes.
It's gonna help your business.
Thank you.
Develop.
Thank you. It's going to help your business grow and develop. Absolutely. And not only that, y'all, the first year, how me and Apostle are going to help you get those grants and that funding from your Workforce Development Board. They have the grants and the funding to actually pay your employee for the first year. So you can reinvest that money back, thank you, into something else. And keep going and keep going and keep to do exactly what this beautiful young lady said. Grow your business. Build your wealth.
And it's $1 billion sitting in the pot that nobody gets. Nobody want to get it because you got to get the training.
Yes.
Without the training, without knowing how to do it, you can't get the money. Well, a lot of people do it. You don't want to do it and then you don't get the money.
Right. Right. It don't make sense.
That's a national program.
Yes, ma'am. National program. We do have national programs.
We got $1 billion
It's $1 billion sitting
sitting
in
in
the
a
pot.
pot.
Yes, ma'am.
And the whites didn't grab it.
Yeah. Who? Well. To be honest with you, ma'am, apprenticeship has been a well-kept secret, and because not a lot of people from everybody. That's why, and you all, they don't want y'all to know about it.
So we need to get the grabbing fast, right?
Can I give you the microphone?
We need to get in a hurry and get the grabbing fast.
Amen. Amen. Hence why I am here. One of the things I love about Apostle is that she could have did what mostly a lot of people in Apostle's shoes do, is that they take the information and they hold it. Not one of the leaders, the CEOs, the vice presidents, the C-suiters have ever brought me in front of other people, other business or other leaders and say, please share the information that you just gave me. If anything, they're trying to hog me to themselves. When the next funding? I need another apprenticeship. I need another occupation. I need more.
You know why they don't want us to know? They don't want us to know because we don't want to help anybody.
Oh my goodness.
You know, it's $1 billion sitting there that everybody can get, but you have to have the information.
hint information. And this is free. This is on the website. This is government. Yeah, apprenticeship.gov.
And Deborah, we have workshops for you guys to come so we can help you.
Amen. Amen. So the benefit for your employers, for you, is a diverse workforce, money, revenue, skills, access to resources. This is what apprenticeship. Y'all, one of the things that keeps ringing in my ear right now is that how do you think America, besides you already know, besides that one, the other one, apprenticeship. Apprenticeship. We are in need. They will give you the money to help them build their nation. But little do they know, we're doing it for the glory of God. Hey, all right. So, amen. Career seekers. So one of the things that I keep talking about too is, yes, we do want to build our businesses, but we do want to open the doors for others who believe that they have no purpose. They don't have anything to offer. How am I going to go to college? Believe it or not, college isn't for everybody. It's not for everybody. And not everybody can sit and be deaf by PowerPoint all day or sit in front of a blah, blah, blah instructor. Okay?
I got an answer right there.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm for college. I'm retired.
Mm-hmm.
For the year.
Yes, ma'am.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm trying to get my people to get in there and do better than I did.
Yes, ma'am. That's right.
All right,
Yes.
ma'am?
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask you this question.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm done with my biology and everything like that.
Okay.
But when she said she's got a apprenticeship, a retired person, how do I fit?
How?
How can I fit?
Oh, so I'm glad, thank you. So here's the thing, and I thank God for, giving me the revelation of how most African Americans cannot navigate the apprenticeship program because it is a barrier when you are black.
Mm-hmm.
And so God has blessed me to not only navigate it, so if you are a seasoned person, if you're 55 or older,
I'm dead.
they have a AARP connects with the workforce development, and they have a huge, when did I tell you about the AARP? Last week? Tuesday. They have a whole bunch. So if you want to know where the money is, I can show you where the money, but they have, if you over 55, they have it where we could hire you, but you have to go through the apprenticeship program, but we can hire you and they will pay you and they will pay us.
Yep.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Even though I draw a
So even though you draw a retirement, have, not a lot to do with it because the way I do it is called creative finance.
Mm-hmm.
And creative finance is I'm always trying to put money back in people's pockets. That's called creative finance.
So one of the wonderful things, amen, is absolutely right about apprenticeship. Even if you say, well, I'm not there yet, Dr. Nakia Woman, just Nakia, please. I don't have a business just yet, but maybe this apprenticeship thing could just work for me to get my foot in the door, just to get some knowledge and training. Absolutely. Absolutely. Maybe you might know somebody. Niece, nephew, sister, brother, child.
Teach somebody else how to run for it.
That's right.
That's what I do.
That's right.
I can
Amen.
teach you how to run for it.
Run for it. Grab it. Take hold of it. Y'all probably thinking about somebody right now who could do an apprenticeship. Contact me. Contact Apostle.
Contact us.
Let's
Yes.
get some blessings out
And
there.
it's important because you cannot, and I'm glad you're doing this, you cannot navigate the apprenticeship program by yourself because you'll get it. It's no point in getting it and then you're not getting the funding.
Mhm.
You see
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
That's right.
So a lot of people can help you get it,
Mhm.
but I can help you get it.
Hey, and that's usually, yeah, no, we're going to get clap.
Yeah, that's the,
Yes.
a lot of people, you don't want to just get it and get the certifications and be up there bragging, you got an apprenticeship program. We trying to empower you to get the funding because it's $1 billion sitting in that pot.
Right.
And every year that money go back. They don't add to it. They just send the next billion, one more billion next year, but they don't add like 2, 3, 4 billion. It's just still, it's been at 1 billion since I was 10 years old.
Now, that doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense. We're about to change that. You have key players. Let me tell y'all something. This morning was setting the stage. We got to get past our mentality. No. We got to get linked in with God. We got to see what God has for us. We got to hear from God. We got to see our visions from God. You got to think differently, y'all. Change your mindset. Right, yeah, that's right. Change your mind, change your life. That's right. Y'all, there is something, it's not coming, it's happening right now. And either you're going to get left behind or you're going to become a part of it. Y'all are the forerunners. Y'all are paving the path for change for us right now with this information. Okay? So let's dig in. So what some of you all have is a package of the paperwork that has to be done to get you your registered apprenticeship program. A lot of Apostle started off this way. Okay? This is where you start to build your program so that, oh yes. Sure. I have one more left, but this is on the website.
And it's all on the website.
Yeah, it's all on the website. Yep.
So this is important. The reason why I bought Dr. Nakia, for us to know that you can build programs, but you gotta build out the program. So you can't just fill it out and say, oh, I have this job and I have this business and this is what I want to do. It have to be built out.
Yeah.
Because if it's not built out right, you're not gonna get any money.
Right. Yes. So. So about that.
These my people.
Okay. What I've seen since I've started with the Department of Labor is there are a lot of these Appendix A's, a lot of these registered apprenticeship programs. One of the things that I did when I came on board is I started snatching certificates off the wall. You wanna know why? You're not finna get this money and not help nobody. You're welcome.
And you don't know how to help.
And you don't know how. So when they saw me coming, they thought I was like everybody. No. You're not getting this free money, not doing nothing with it. And it's not a quality program.
Let us help you build. What I brought her here for, like I said, is not for you guys to get a card, fill it out, and you still not gonna get. We want to help you get the money. Because most people that come to me, they can't get the money. The money is not that easy to get now.
No.
It have to be built out right. If it's built out correctly, you can get money that will last the rest of your family's life, because that's what the Caucasian people are doing. But our people, we don't do it right. We got to stop going through back doors. Stop going to Juanita Bynum classes when you know we got classes right here.
Yeah, because what you don't want is to get that first $20,000 and blow through it and not be able to get more. Get 50,000, 100,000, 200,000.
When you can get $1 million.
I was just gonna say that.
Right. You know, we got people that's just gunning for. Thank you for saying that, and that's why I wanted you to do this. It was so important for me because we got people that's gunning for 20,000 when it's easy to get $1 million.
And y'all, they have contracts set aside for just registered apprenticeship programs.
Plenty of money. But you can't, again, some of y'all thinking I'm going to fill this out. Don't focus on the application. Focus on getting your program. Let us help you build it out.
Yes. Because what you don't want to do is do all the paperwork, get your money, and then you don't know how to do it.
And then the kid comes snap, well, not you, but
I'm not going to do
because
that.
not you, but you won't be their rep. They live in Chicago. So the other people, we got to empower them for them. Because they just going to come snatch the program, then you won't be able to ever get. Let us help you do it
Use
right.
me. Use me up.
Yeah, that's why I want it. And it ain't that easy to put in the system, so you can't do it by yourself. Let me help you. I'm just a servant. I don't want to be nothing greater than that, a servant, but I want to educate and empower you guys, because sometimes we run to the fight without the weapon. So you'll get 20,000, but you won't never get. What's the purpose of getting 20,000 when you can get $1 million? And guess what? She just told you the answer. There's nobody sitting in the room like this. All people that's getting the money is all
There's probably one of us.
And me.
You always. That's the one I was talking
Yeah,
about.
they don't want to see me, but I don't want to be the 1%. I don't. I'm going off the scene. I keep saying that. I don't want to be the 1%. And all the white people are like, how did you build it out? How did you get it? Right?
Yep. So the paperwork is just the beginning, guys. Do not get stuck and think once you get your certificate saying you're a registered apprenticeship program, it stops there. Now you have to get your funding, like Apostle said. Then you have to launch your program and apply and run your program and keep it running so you can keep the funds coming in, so you can keep growing and you can keep blessing our community. Come on. This is where it begins. All right. So in the beginning, when you start, so the first thing with the registered apprenticeship program for your businesses, and even if those of you who may not have a business just yet, there are occupations that you can start, learn, and get the experience while you work. All right? Get your certificate. Like these gentlemen did when they were standing up here. That is a great achievement. That is a wonderful achievement. Yes, congratulations to them. Yes. Yes. So you want to think about your occupation when you're doing the paperwork. So this is Appendix A. This is what we submit to the government, and we have them review it. A state director does, and then the state director puts it in the system, and then you get a program number. That program number is what you're going to use on your funding applications, and Apostle will walk you through that once you get registered. So you want to think, don't worry about the RAPIDS code, the ONET code. Who ever heard of ONET? Yeah, does ONET sound familiar?
Yeah.
We know it too well.
Yep. So ONET is any job, whether it's in, again, construction, healthcare worker, physician, data scientist. Every job you can think of in America has an ONET code. Okay. So when we file your paperwork, when you work with me, I'm going to ask, what occupation does your business need? What skilled workforce do you need to get your business going? How does that sound? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, yes, apprenticeship is for everybody.
But you have to, again, like Dr. Nakia said, and I like for people to get excited, but what breaks my heart the most, that's why I'm doing this, I don't see black people getting the money. So you can get the program and they'll snatch it if you don't have a quality program. So we help you write the curriculum. You just can't go off the internet and find something to teach your people. It have to be up to code. So let us help.
Yep.
I have a question. If you're working, how many days a week you have to come in for a class if you did take a class?
So our classes, we do it, like she said, she could talk about hybrid all day. So we do hybrid because we know people have a life. So our classes are already on Google Classrooms. And then we bring you in for, the hands-on training portion to learn hands-on. So we bring you in, but we work with you.
Dr. Nakia, Apostle, how long would it take, and what's the proper procedures if many apostles want to open up apprenticeship in Arizona? Do you know the laws of opening up apprenticeship in Arizona?
So first we would have to see if Arizona is an OA state, Office of Apprentice, meaning a federal state, or is it a state-run, meaning?
No, you know what? We already do.
Is it federal?
Yeah, we already have the
Okay.
apprenticeship program in Arizona.
Okay.
Okay, awesome.
We just waiting on, Memphis.
Okay, awesome.
We just gonna
Look at God. Look at God. We're going to have apprenticeships running all over the place, y'all. We're going to rain down apprenticeship. So again, on your form, you will have to choose, and we can come back to it. Me and you can discuss what will be the best route to deliver learning for your apprenticeships. Do you want them to be on the job for a certain amount of hours? Do you want them to build muscle memory? Or do you believe that your apprentices can actually test out? They can show you, or your journey worker or manager, that they have actually mastered this skill. Because every apprentice, their goal is to become a journeyman or woman, a journey person. So we are going to map out in this document what their learning journey is going to look like. And don't worry, y'all, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you with that process and build that out. Yes, ma'am.
So say if you have a business and you do apply for the apprenticeship where you want to bring people in, how do you as the business owner prove that you can teach people these skills? Like what do you have to show your
I am so glad you mentioned that, because that's a very powerful statement that you just made. One of the things that we do here at the Department of Labor is that we make sure that you actually have a mentor. So one of the key factors of an apprenticeship program is one, on-the-job learning. So you need a mentor who can transfer that knowledge. I call that cognitive apprenticeship, because not everybody is a good mentor. How many of y'all might have had a bad mentor? Oh, but not anymore. I got me a good one. So you need somebody, and that may be
Well,
yourself.
you easy to mentor because you listen.
Oh, thank you. Thank
You are.
Thank you. That's another thing too. Your apprentice has to be received. Now, I'm not going to get into some of the blockages that some of our apprentices may have coming through the door. That's going to come down to pipeline, how we can assist, what we call wraparound services, so that your apprentices can be successful. Yes, because they need that help, right, y'all? Right? And we're going to give it to them as their employer. That's right. So, to answer your question, you're going to want a mentor, a supervisor, a manager, or even someone who you believe is knowledgeable to transfer that information to your apprentice when they come through the door.
And they check. Because if the curriculum is, if you just found it on
Right.
the internet, you got to
Right.
make sure that, you know, you create. And so whatever your business is, that's what we good at. We good. I used to be a curriculum writer for the public schools and then for the universities, so I can help show you how to build that out. Because if you don't have the right, again, we trying to get y'all the money.
Right. So what Apostle's talking about is on page 5, on the 5th page, I believe, and it's the work process schedule. This is what I would help you with, or you can even go on apprenticeship.gov to see what occupations and work process schedules we have already built out. And you can tailor it to your organization. You can tailor it to your business. Say, well, this skill set really isn't needed underneath this occupation. I need them to be more technical, more tech savvy, more computer data driven. So we can tweak it a little bit to fit your organization's needs. Even before we start this, we can do a quick business analysis to see what you need as well. So with that curriculum that's being built out, with the on-the-job learning, Apostle can also help with that as well, because what Apostle's talking about is the third component that goes along with an apprenticeship program is the book knowledge, because they just can't come to work. They have to go to school.
You can't
as
get
well.
up there and just teach them if you're a business, if you don't have the experience. Because what happens is, because with the apprenticeship program, you can do, it could be a part of a grant. So we were powering the apprenticeship program. We were on a grant and we were on, right? We were on a grant and we were on, we were doing apprenticeship. So you can do duality of money, but it have to be built right. You can't just say, oh, I love my cousin Pookie because he's so smart, and just put him up there, because they do. You never want to lose it, because once you lose it, you can't get it back.
How long does it take you? How long does it take one to finish this course?
It depends on the
I
occupation.
don't want no assistance. I want to finish the course myself.
See, this kind of apprentices we need.
Before I become somebody's
Yes,
assistant.
yes.
That's the way it is in education. You better finish. You better get your master's in science or whatever it is. First of all, you got to know your science before you try to teach me.
So that goes back to this young woman's first question about how do we know that they're competent, the employer is competent, and we do use the expertise of the business owner to know their workforce. If you are going to apply a journey worker to your apprentice, please make sure that that individual knows what they are talking about. That's right.
I mean, been trained.
That's right. That's
I
right.
don't get out here with a pocket full of money and lose.
That's right. And yes, we do reviews. That's how I went through and started snatching certificates off the wall. I do a very
And that's one of the reasons why I wanted her to tell you guys, but I don't want you guys to just jump in, fill out that paper, and you're not ready. You need to be mentored so we can show you how to build your programs out. Because one of the things that we do when we do this, we get people to, they just, call people, and they're not ready. It's a whole process,
it is.
honestly, to get ready.
It is.
Because what we really want to do is we building out apprenticeship programs all over the world to empower our people, but we
Right.
want them to be successful. And not only successful, we want you guys to stand in the line at Chase with the wealth
Come
banker.
on.
I never
Come
had
on,
a wealth
hallelujah.
banker.
Hallelujah. It depends on the occupation. It does. It depends on it. Some occupations, we do want a registered apprenticeship program to be at least 1 year. It can't be less than 1 year.
Okay, I like that.
And there are some that last up to 5 years, depending.
Not mine.
But now, keep in mind, and let's go back to one of the components, y'all, in the paperwork is the wage schedule. So one of the things that a registered apprenticeship program has is an increasing wage schedule. We do ask that you give your apprentices a livable wage. We do ask that you are assessing them periodically, and after those assessments, maybe it might be 1,000 hours coming to work and passing some classes that they might take at your organization. Oh, 7 minutes. Okay, yes, I gotta wrap this up. So that is one of the components you want to keep in mind. But keep in mind, again, this wage schedule can be paid by the government. Easy. That's right. That's right.
Know how to do it.
Just got to know how to do it. So don't you worry.
Deborah, can you stand up for 1 second?
Oh,
Deborah
yes,
can tell
yes.
you that it ain't easy, right? So it ain't like, dropping a bucket.
A lot of back and forth emails.
It's a lot of back and forth. It's a lot of consistency, a lot of persistency, but you can get the money. Like I said, we got our people. They get the 20,000, and then they program the KIA or the Department of Labor come snatch. We want you guys to be a model apprenticeship program where you get millions of dollars where they'll never snatch your stuff. They already know, don't come for me.
Right.
My
Now,
stuff in order.
right. And we gonna make sure that y'all be in order, because what they gonna do is gonna learn something today when they try to take y'all money or y'all program, because y'all gonna be set up the right way for success. Generational wealth. That's right. All right.
It's amazing.
All right, real quick, Q&A.
No questions.
Oh, no questions?
Our Q&A gonna be for everybody, and then you can ask everybody. It's gonna be a panel, so just give us a minute.
Sorry.
We want you to get your questions in. We want to make sure that you get everything that you need. Do that make sense? Because that's why, my husband, and I thank God for him, he always say, why are you doing the grand opening? You doing workshops and you doing all this? Because I do it to empower. Do anybody know what the word empower mean?
Yes.
What does that mean? It means to build. Have you ever seen people that build people, but they really honestly don't build people? Because you can't build people and tear them down at the same time.
That's right.
It's not. It's what our people are used to, but I don't want to do that. I brought people in here like Bishop Don. We talked about before he left about the third floor, making the whole third floor a fitness center. So we talked to different people about helping our people. One of the biggest reasons too for coming to Hammond is Hammond had a whole plethora of resources and not nobody standing in line to get them. I'm talking about.
Right.
And so we want to tell you the right way. How many of y'all like the right way?
All right.
So you're gonna have. I'm sorry. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, but what you're talking about. See, our people, some of them don't know this. See, you can't teach what you don't know. And you can't leave what you don't go.
All right.
And see, we can have this class right here, and the reason I ask this question, I'm sick of, we can't get it. Why didn't we get it? Because we can't teach what we don't know. And you sure can't leave where you don't go. In this program right here, this program, y'all talking to this about it to us, we want to get so that we can teach it.
Well, we trying to teach it. We trying to bring.
And then we can
Our apprenticeship program's been running for how long? It's hard to get our people to even understand what apprenticeship means.
Yeah.
When you try to give them the class, they don't want to take the class.
I know, see, that's
We
it.
are still
That's
in our 1% percentile of getting any money.
That's
It's
it.
not about, you're not making our programs rich. Because when you have apprenticeship programs and you're doing it right, you always have people that's going to come. I wanted her to tell you guys, because there's so many revenues of resources out here, and I'm trying to give you as many as I can, because there's a lot of people who they won't tell you nothing about getting money because they want you to come up on the backside of the desert. So they don't want, it's not about being equal. It's about, it's your destiny. It's everybody's destiny to live wealthy. It is. Whether you say it's not, the Bible said that we're supposed to have dominion. We cannot have dominion if you ain't got no money. You don't possess nothing.
That's right.
You don't possess nothing. You gotta possess. You gotta possess. And so I'm so excited about bringing this next person. And I'm so grateful that you guys are patient and letting everybody talk. Thank you for giving them the opportunity. You got some of the most powerful people in this room. And you know what? They all decided to come. They didn't have to do it. You know what I'm saying? They could be on big major stages, which they're going to be on the stage with Chase. I'm bringing everybody. They say I can have 32 people talking, and I already got my lineup. And now today I'm adding more. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe in you. Say, I got to believe in myself, though.
I gotta believe in myself.
Come on, I believe in you, but you got to believe in yourself.
I believe in you, but I gotta believe in myself.
You got to believe in yourself. Because without believing in yourself, a lot of y'all have the potential. I saw it today. I saw something that I haven't saw before. When I bring people in, I see everybody who had the potential to gain wealth. But one of the things that Dr. Black said is so profound. He said, Jesus got to be that bag.
That's right.
If you don't make him the center of your focus, the center of your job, he's the center of all my businesses. As a matter of fact, he is my landlord. He is. He's my landlord. He's my mortgage company. So you got to attribute the success always back to him. You couldn't do it because Dr. Nakia can tell you, you can't navigate the apprenticeship program without no money. And the reason why they mad at me, I told Pastor Pointer, I've been under severe warfare because these programs don't like me because not only have I found out how to navigate them, I found out where the money is. But I like for my people to be in line with me. Don't y'all like to be in line? I love to see our black and brown people at these government, giving me government. You know who I see? She said it. It may be one little, even the bid on the Obama library. It broke my heart that a whole bunch of black and brown people was in the room, but they didn't get the contracts to them. They were pulling us in the back room saying, hey, we're automatic. Your name came up. I know my name ain't came up through no people. My name came up from heaven. So I want to help you guys. That's why I bring these people here. So if we could be a help, please let us help you. Please let us help you. We love apprenticeship programs. We love to help you. But you got to have the right components because what our people don't do, we go through the back door trying to get something, and then when it don't work, we telling people, it didn't work. People told me that grants, I'm a living witness. I'm a living witness. I think I wrote 2 grants, but I didn't even have to write them. They just gave me some little formula, which I thought was a little, I don't know. I don't even know how they figured it out, but God said, whatever's for you is for you. Say, what's for me is for me.
What's for me is for me.
So they figured out some kind of formula. Where you at, Elder Cynthia? They figured out some kind of formula, right?
Yes, ma'am.
To give me 2 grants, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Back to back, right?
Right back.
The formula didn't make sense, right?
Not at all.
Because it didn't make sense to me.
Yes, ma'am.
But did I fill it out?
Yes, ma'am.
Did they say I was approved or they did?
They
'Cause
did on both.
I don't want to be a liar.
Yes, ma'am. Never.
I've been doing grants for 32 years and I've been trying to beg people to be a grant writer. I'm going to be a grant writer tomorrow. Do you know that writing grants, whether you know how to write them or not, I wouldn't have been able to start Daughters of Destiny without them when I first started. But we talking about I've had it 32 years now. I don't need to do that.
But you can teach us how to do it. We need to learn it first.
We want to teach people. We have
We want
classes.
to learn it. Because what you learn.
We want people.
Take the class, lady. Yeah.
We've had our grant writing class. That's so funny. Our grant writing class. No, our grant writing, and it's not just grant writing for non-for-profits, it's grant writing for businesses. Like Corey came in here and said, it's money for, it was money to get snow from your ground.
I like that.
And I was like trying to figure out, I hope this winter I get enough snow. But I already figured it out. I'm gonna apply for the grant. I already know. I just applied. My husband out there?
Yeah.
So we had the people to come out to the house, right? We had some people to come out to our house. I applied for the grant 2 days before they came out. And did they give me the grant what day? Okay, that Monday.
Wow.
Especially 2 days.
They looked at
It was in my account.
but they looked at something they were sure about.
Yeah, you know what they were sure about?
What were they sure
That the
about?
God in me is well able to deliver. There was nothing they saw in me.
The National Department who gives out these grants.
It's a whole bunch of money. It's not just one department.
They believe in our God to do that?
You know what? Whether they do or not, this is how our God is still surely able. They can be, you know what? He said dirty birds was going to feed us. So sometimes it's not about they believe in God. Wait a minute, listen. Wait a minute, listen. Our grant writing book have been the #1 bestseller on Amazon for 15 years. White people don't buy it. It's now Japanese people buying my books. Well, I collect 21 checks residual. Wait, I got 31 books. 21 books. I collect a check every month off of each book, and not one black person have bought. All Japanese people. All Korean people. They said if she have mastered grants, we need to, and how I learned how to write grants is, listen ladies, going to the Church of God in Christ, I was 18 years old. My mother, Dr. Steve would tell you, every time my mother want to go somewhere, don't she want to drag us into it? I want y'all to go to church with me. Went to the church, they were talking about grant writing, I was sold. I stood in line, nobody was in line. I signed up, and to this day, the lady that does grants, Yoki Songmaker, you might know her. She met me at 18 years old, but I'm a certified grant writer.
Yes.
And I love to help people get the money. Not ask me, show you the money. Come sit down and let me show you, teach you. I'm a teacher. I'm not going to write it for you. I don't have that kind of time. So we're going to have our next speaker. I'm so excited about him. He is so cold. I want him to build me a house. I'm so mad. He showed me, and you guys got to come see his work. He have 7 houses on the market. I'm telling you, if you have a business and you want to put your corporate executives in those houses, some of those houses are going to be $6,000 a month rent. We have one that's $10,000 a month rent. We'll let you rent it for 6 months. We already finna put bids into corporations. You got real people here that's making big moves. All right? And so you want to always make sure, remember, it's all, if you the smartest person in the room, tell somebody get out. Always link with the smart. If you the smartest, I always surround myself with brilliant people. But if you the smartest person in the room, tell yourself get out.
Get out.
Surround yourself with somebody more brilliant than you. And so if you want him to, I mean, he do mad construction. But I think he built a face inside of a fireplace. I'm so mad. I'm like, yeah, he built some face inside of a fireplace. His work is immaculate. What I love about him, he come in, something was wrong with his leg. How do you do construction from the chair? He was sitting down the whole time. Put that cabinet right there. Put that. Everything he does is high end. But I'm sure if you have projects for him, he will do projects. He have workers. So let's welcome my nephew slash cousin, the boss man, Terrence Reed.
Hello, how y'all doing today? I'm not gonna be before y'all real long. I'm gonna shorten this to like 15 minutes. So I took down some notes. I'm gonna give y'all five good secrets to this real estate game. Okay, so everybody got Google, everybody got their phone. So I want y'all to pull up this address, 739 East 91st Place. Say amen when you got it.
Say it one more time.
739 East 91st Place. Tell me what you see. Everybody got it?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a house. You should be looking at a house. Everybody looking at a house?
Yeah.
Okay. So I like to be more hands-on where you can see.
I like that.
No, I'm okay.
That house so beautiful.
I like to be hands-on where you can see what I do. What separates me different from people who do rehabs and other people who do rehabs, I love it. So my property's going to have a little bit more, flash to it. Like everybody that comes in, they like, oh wow, he got this in here. Well, I seen this in $1 million property. I love the way I do it. One of the things that I started off in rehab. So I started out 20 years ago. Of course, I had trial and error. One thing God taught me as being a good businessman. I had got away from God a little bit. I never told her, but I'm gonna tell her now. She had called me maybe about a year ago. She called me, I call her Auntie Bridget, which is my cousin. So she had called me about a year ago, and so she was like, God just told me, you need to clean your hands because you're doing a little bit too much. In layman's terms, I was partying, I was drinking, I was just doing way too much. And what I know about who I am in the real estate is that God has to be first in order for. I have reached the $1 million ceiling, but I just can't get over. I just can't get over that million. It's like always like boom, boom, boom. But when she called me, what I didn't tell her at that moment, I started cleaning up. I started cleaning the house, and then I started being in rooms with certain bracket of people. I'm talking about executive from the bank, white folks, not our color, they looking at my portfolio. They agreed to give me a big line of credit. They agreed to me to, well, we want you to do this and we want you to do that. And at that moment, I had realized that the only way I can advance is if I got God first. So I'm gonna tell you now, if you're gonna get in this game, He has to be first. And I'm not talking about just some people just get up and they pray and thinking no, it has to be like your hands got to be clean. All that line can't be partying. No, it can't be jumping over here. It can't be. It has to be real real when you're dealing with people, especially when you're dealing with people. I took some notes. So here's some of the notes that I took. Okay. So these are $1 million secrets. So I'm pretty sure you have heard a lot of people get up and teach the seminar about getting into the real estate. So one of the things that when you get into the real estate, you have to have a residual income. Take that, a residual income. Do not get off into the real estate where you get a property. And for the sake of argument, I'm gonna give you an example. I buy a property for $40,000. Now, I spend maybe $100 rehabbing that property, but I already know. But I'm gonna sell that property at $285 or $300, depending on what was the last property sold for in the area.
Good taste.
Yes, and like I say, by me critiquing the designs of the crib, I usually get a high number. Because of the market is almost 8%. Yes, I've been have to scale down a little bit, but back to what I said, you got to have the residual income. Second, You have to have credit. You got to have, ain't no way to get around it. You have to have credit.
Good credit, right?
Yes. Yes, mother. Good credit. Good credit. Yes.
You ain't got no fine.
Never heard of number.
Number three, for those who don't have a LLC or a corporation, just get one. I don't care if you're not doing nothing with it, just get it. Because like they were saying that it's a lot of loans and a lot of government money that they will give you if you got a LLC and a corporation. If you do not have that, then don't be bothered getting into the real estate.
What's the
Okay.
LLC?
Thank you. Limited liability corporation. Thank you.
Just to establish your business, you need that to have a business.
LLC.
Right.
Okay.
License.
Okay. So moving forward. Okay. One of the things about a bank will give you a line of credit. I'm gonna say it again. A bank will give you a line of credit based on the money that you have filed in your business, saying that that you make. So to give you an example, let's say you did 800,000 in sales. You only paid yourself 100,000. The bank would still turn around. They would give you 30%, 40% of what you make from that $1 million. From let me be correct.
Yeah, you right.
From I'm correct. Okay. From that $1 million of sale that you said that you made on your taxes. When you do that, what ends up happening is they will give you a line of credit for like 100,000. Some will give you 150. All you have to do is do right by the money. You can buy the property for 50. Turn around, put the rehab money into the property.
Don't go to the Gucci store.
And some people do. A lot of people do that. A lot of people do that. Do that. What's going to end up happening is you're going to sell that same property for $285. You're going to give them their $150 back. Now here it is. You able to pocket. You don't made what 140 profit. 140,000. Now you keep doing that over and over again. What's going to happen is once you build that relationship with that bank is going to increase your line of credit. They're going to give you 250. They're going to give you 300. They're going to give you 400. Now what you don't want to do is start bringing people in that's not a good character, because what happens is if I bring her in,
Oh, I'm good character.
you know what I'm saying? No. I'm just giving you an example. I'm just telling you what I have learned in business. I'm just telling you what I have learned in business. If I bring her in, you know what I'm saying? And let's say the bank, I got a good relationship with the bank, and now, okay, well, you got a $1.5 million line of credit. Now, the bank ain't going to give her a lot of the red tape because I already have a lot of money with them. You know what I'm saying? What everybody been talking about, relationships.
Right.
Relationship. So what's going to happen is they'll be like, okay, Mr. Reese, we're going to help her out. We're going to give her 80. Okay, now she mess up that 80. You know what's going to happen? It's going to fall back on you. They're going to give you a call, and they're going to be like, oh, okay, well, you brought her in, and they will cut you based off who who you connected to. So you have to be careful in this real estate business dealing with whoever it might be.
RTP. Now we need a board up in here.
Okay.
Or some up on there. So do that one now, and let everybody
Okay.
get that now, because that math is real.
I know my.
That math is real. And we need to see it in writing.
Okay. Now here's another. Okay. When you set out to do new development.
Okay.
When you set out to do new development, you have to have an architect. You got to have a reasonable architect that's going to charge you from. Architect plans can run you anywhere from $7,000 to $25,000, and that's money up front. Some companies, some high-end companies, they do 40% up front, but before them plans are finished, if you want to finish in a reasonable time, you need to pay that money up front. Okay, so I did credit, I did business taxes, and you have to file. This is another thing that in our culture that the government know that we don't like to do. Black folks do not like to file proper taxes. So you know what that does? a lot of people like, okay, I'm gonna get that 5,000 at the end of the year, you know, and that's all you're gonna get, and they know that, so that's why they give it to the black folks. You know what I'm saying? Because they know black folk gonna file. Oh well, I made 80, but they're not gonna file 80. They're gonna file a bunch of losses. Whenever they see a bunch of losses on your credit, on your taxes, they would not give you the money. They're not giving you the money. Why I'm gonna turn around and give you $150,000 and you just told me you just lost 80 with your own personal money? So we have to get into a place as a culture that if you make the 80, file what you make. It's gonna put you in position to win and get the money from the bank. You know,
Wow, that's so awesome.
Another key factor, marketing. Okay, what a lot of people don't know, Instagram has made 20% black and white folks rich off marketing. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about marketing, oh, we at this restaurant, or we got some new shoes. If you good in selling clothes, if you good in real estate, if you good in anything that you good in, market it. Market it, because it will be somebody out there. It could be Apostle Bridget. It could be somebody out there with high standards that may discover you, and then take you and put you in the rooms where you need to be. So if you don't have Instagram, get Instagram. Get Instagram. Get on all social media platforms. Instagram, Facebook. Just get it all. What's another one? Did I hit all solid points? Residual income. I hit that. Credit. I hit that. Okay, business credit. Now, who all in here got business credit? Okay. Now, it is very simple to establish business credit, because what ends up happening is when they give you a line of credit, they won't put it on your personal name. They will put you down as a personal guarantor, but they will put the business line of credit on your business credit. So therefore, your name will still be free. You can still, make moves and do what you need to do. So you want to establish business credit. It's simple to do. Like the information you can DM me.
And he fixed credit. Him and
DM.
Pastor Antoine fixed credit.
Terrence Reese, DM Pastor Antoine, and Terrence, they gurus that you want to get your credit score.
He fixed my credit from a 600 to 750 in 30 days. I can attest to that. Literally, last year my credit was at 600, and I came to him. I paid him whatever the fee charged, and he told me, watch, in 30 days, literally, I jumped up to 750.
He called me Hollis Creek. I'm finna go do this. Dr. Black called me.
He bought a lot of stuff.
He bought all types of stuff.
I spent like $150,000 in a day on my credit. For real.
It is now if you know a person, which I do, I also do. Now my Instagram page is ESEER Vision Development. You can follow me on social media. Now if what I do, like if your credit is a 500. And let's say it's a 500 and you don't have no debt, I offer lines of credit. Now the lines of credit are legitimate lines of credit because it's my credit.
Tell them what the line of credit is, T, so they can know.
Okay, so lines of credit is, I have credit cards that's $75,000, $50,000, $60,000, $10,000, $20,000.
Call the trade line.
Trade line. So what happens is, if I call and say, okay, well, I'm gonna put her on one of my cards. What happens is that $75,000 line goes on her name. Now, this is one of the secrets what people don't know. If she goes in for a bank, if you get a bank loan, an underwriter, if he sees that a person has an authorized use of a person with a $75,000 line of credit on their name, he's going to be more receptive to give her the money or whatever she asks for. And that's what a lot of people don't know. Now, what I have started to do is I went up on what I charge people, because what I end up discovering over the summer, when I start putting them lines of credit on people's names, they ended up getting credit for a $25,000 credit card, $10,000 credit card. Apple gonna give you an automatic. Apple gonna give I meant to tell him, I forgot to call and tell, but Apple would automatically give you $10,000. And so that puts you in the game to be well established. So I just want to let you guys know that you have to put God first, you know. It just put me back. It just put me back in tune. I'm getting myself back right now, you know, because I'm tired of me reaching that 1.5, and then I just can't not get over that hump.
But you know what? I'm grateful because what my nephew said is something that God has blessed me. I have helped people to get, you know, I can help people get to $1 million easy, but I try to help people get over $1 million, not to spend and brag and say you rich, but to be able to take care and position yourself and position your business. Terrence, that's so profound. He said something so key, and he said about your credit. We don't teach about credit enough, especially business line of credit. It's so important that you use, so even for your cars, and you know our cars are in business name, so then I can go get me any car I want to because my personal name ain't blown up. Right. And so if something happened, you know, they don't, who the business, you know, the business is an invisible entity, so they don't, because that's on another pay, that's on another credit scale. So a lot of people don't understand that your business credit and your personal credit don't have the same credit score. And so Dun & Bradstreet is where your business credit goes. And we got to really understand this stuff because people really don't understand, like you driving a car, you could actually be driving 2 cars. You could actually be driving 3 cars, 2 in your business name, 1 in your personal name, and not even pay. You got, I know you do it. You just bought.
I want to just emphasize because I forgot to.
Yeah, 'cause I need to know this.
What's really important that a lot of people don't know, banks won't give you money as fast as credit unions. I'm telling this personally. I worked for Bank of America for 7 years. Also had portfolios with multiple different banks. Once he fixed my credit, one of my friends owned a luxury car lot, and he shopped me around. I shopped with my bank first. I went to Wells. Wells denied me for a $50,000 loan with a 750 FICO score and the money to show. So when I went to go get the vehicle, went through my friend, a credit union out of Tucson, Arizona, gave me a $100,000 loan and had a 5%. Then I went around and got a motorcycle, and they gave me a 5%. And then I went and got another truck, and they gave me a 6%. The thing I'm saying, yeah.
What was wrong?
What you mean wrong? God say buy up the land, you know.
You said up 50,000 and
Well, the thing is, banks look at this. So I can tell you this: when banks,
credit union.
yeah, so it ain't nothing wrong. Banks look at whatever reason they want to give you the loan versus a credit union. That's more of it's both of them federally insured, but credit union is a smaller bank basically that gets money from shareholders. Banks is just people like you who got money that put their money in a bank that loans them money. Banks don't really have money, it's the shareholders' money. So credit union is a smaller bank with less laws and things like that that's not as strict. Banks restrict your money. All they do is keep your money and make money off your money. Credit unions actually helps you more because guess what? Like Navy, Federal, these different credit unions. You go into a credit union and if you got the money, then they'll actually help you with your money. They actually give you a better rate. So people don't know the feds, which is the government, give the banks a 3% interest rate, right? That's what they buy them at. And they sell it to you for 15. So you go get this Capital One credit card and you at 26% and go to Walmart and as I said earlier, get a t-shirt for $9 and you paying on it a month off the credit card, you paying $500. It's called a balloon rate. You paying it for so long. So all I'm saying is more research credit unions versus the bank. Bank's cool, but credit unions is more, much better, especially for our culture. Thank you.
Yes, it is. Could I say something?
Okay.
Now, I've got a national.
Hold on, mother. I'm gonna close this out, and then you can ask your questions. Okay, so now back to the building new development. If you start off in other rehab and new development, is pretty much the same thing. It's just in rehab. What I have found out in doing rehabs, you spend more money rehabbing versus new development. Because new development is, just everything just come in, it's just new and they just build it up. But you're gonna have to take steps before you get to the new development. You ain't gonna be able to just jump in and say, okay, I'm gonna do a new development. But doing new development, you need the same thing. You need permits, you need an architect, you need money, you need residual income, and you need a crew. So one thing you got to be keyed in as it relates to in this real estate game, you have to have a solid crew. I mean, I don't give, like I have 18, Mexicans working for me. Not that I don't have nothing against my people. It's just I just don't have a good round of blacks that's gonna work the way I need them to work. You know what I'm saying? So don't get me wrong. I'm gonna roll with my people all day, but when it comes to my money, you know what I'm saying? They there. My crew is there at 7 o'clock. They for them from 7 to 5, and when they break right there on the job site with their tacos. I have a black team. Yeah, they do. I have a black team. What I go through with them, what I go through with my black team, they got to go take cigarette breaks. They got to go get the beer. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that comes in, and then my message still got to come behind and fix things that they shouldn't. It'd be crazy. But that's all. What you want to ask, mother?
I'm sorry. I just want to say that's about to change with our apprenticeship program.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Mom.
So even with that said, the new development and the rehabs are pretty much the same. It's just when you come in, you have to be solid and you got to have a solid crew. Which one?
Question. So, do you use the same team that you use to do the rehab as for the new construction, or do you use the developer, and then they start the process and then they come in and do the internal work?
Okay, well, the blessing that I call how I got into the new development. Me and my wife was building a house in Tilly Park, and so the developer that was over there building houses over there in that area, he was building most of the houses. So I hadn't risen to that level of building $1 million houses in that area. So what happened was he said, well, I'm gonna charge you $700,000. I said, well, I'm gonna build. I just build at $300,000 or $350,000. You know what I'm saying? So what happened is he said, you know what? If you give me 25, you gonna go on the perfect work. You gonna build your own $1 million crib. So what happened is I'm building my own $1 million crib, but I'm not paying an extra $200,000 I would have paid him if he would have did it himself. So to answer your question is now I'm building my own new development with him. He just my guy because he already at that magnitude $2-3 million houses. You know what I'm saying? I'm just getting at my first 350, my first $1 million house right now. So it's still the same way.
But you're paying on top of your head to be there. How come you paying him such a difference?
No, I'm not paying him different. Like if I would have paid him,
You're under him.
No, mother. So if I would have hired him, if me and my wife would have hired him to build a house, it would have cost us $800,000. But by me building it with him, I'm just paying him $25,000. So so what happened is we building a $600,000 house, but when it's finished, it's gonna be worth 1.1. You know what I'm saying? So we paying $600,000 out of pocket, and we only paying him $25,000. So he just a coach. I'm gonna latch on to Apostle. She gonna be my coach. She gonna, you know what I'm saying? She gonna hold my hand, you know what I'm saying, and make sure I'm in proper order. So that's basically how they doing it.
How come he wouldn't let you build in there with him?
He a white boy. He want to do it.
You know, and I'm glad you said that. Wait a minute, 1 second. I'm glad you said that. Mother said something. We don't realize that. That's one of the reasons why we can't honestly help our people, because we got to be sensitive that it's so many barriers. And we've been down so long, so we got to look at those barriers. It's a lot of barriers. Sometimes they don't have good relationships. Sometimes they don't have good food. Sometimes they don't have good transportation. So we don't look at that. Sometimes people habitually late because we don't really ask what's going on at their house.
Right.
You know. So when you have employees, you gotta always make sure. I think I overdo. I know they be sick of me. I be like, did y'all eat? Wait, let's go. I mean, did y'all, I'm always asking them, are they okay, right? I'm always making sure that they have what they need. I want to make this environment, and so we have somebody else coming in doing other stuff, because I want this environment to be so comfortable where they can go in that refrigerator and cook their dinner to take home so they can have better relationships with their families. So when you have employees, you got to make sure that you care about their life outside of the job.
5 minutes and I'm closing. What's your question, Juan?
Like the preachers.
So the guy is the GC over the whole project, or he's supervising the?
He did GC.
Okay.
He did GC over the project. Yes. General contract. And then plus it's Tilly Park, so he got a relationship. He got a relationship in the village, so it's like he put me indoors where I would probably have problems entering them by myself. So other than that, one more thing. If you are married, my wife, Salon, and what she do as a rental, she's a top stylist. Her residual income helps me build my multi-million-dollar enterprise.
Come on, say it again.
Say it again. Her income helps me build. Like we have 7 properties that's on the market right now.
Stand up, love
We have 7 properties on the market right now that haven't sold yet because the interest rates are up at almost 8%. But our goal is to have 40 to 100 properties, all Section 8. Right now we have 15 properties that we get a Section 8 check in. So that residual income, keeps the empire together, plus her salon. But as it relates to her, saying she has been a jewel, she has been a magnet to keeping me firm. And
come on, yeah.
So I want to give her thanks. I want to give her flowers. I did not I did not get here without her. She always got on me. When you just bought them $1,400 shoes. Don't you got to do that flow?
And let me tell you something about her. She is a jewel. She is sweet as pie. You want your hair whipped? I'm talking about like you done went to Beverly Hills. She's launching her. Can you talk about it in a few minutes so we can put our name? Go ahead, talk about what Jesus gave you. Don't forget to say that Ephesians thing.
My name is Nicole Reese, and I am the salon owner of the Girl Behind the Cut hair salon. It's in Midlothian, 4716 147th Street. I have a full salon. I have a barber, a lock specialist. I do makeup as well, and stylists. So they do it all. So that's been my first. I've been a stylist for 20 years. That's been like my baby. I growed it. I am really big on Instagram. I know these followers. But the following, God gave it to me. Also, I use it in a very positive form. I just launched my inspiration page. It's called No Woman Left Behind Network. And basically, I'm on there encouraging women from all walks of life, business, married, you single, that you can live this fly life, saved, sanctified,
come on,
and you can flourish. God approves us being at our best in our health, in our marriage, being a real help, coming against all the cliches, what the man do and all that. I want women to know what their job is. We have a job, and God gave us a mandate as well. We just not beautiful side pieces. We are in the fields, we working, we making deals, we functioning, and we're helping. And we're helping on major levels. So that's that platform. And I just launched a new baby. It's called Renew Body. And then I just launched my website. It's an active loungewear, apparel, beauty, skin line, and God gave it to me. I have went through some things, and this year I was I just been pressing for God, pressing, and I was I heard the Holy Spirit clear as day say, "You are renewed," and He gave me Ephesians 4, 24. 2, Ephesians 4, 2 through 24. And it said, all things have passed away, and you have been changed by the renewal of your mind. And behold, you have been renewed. And it just stuck with me, like, renewed, like, I'm finna do something with this. And I said, renewed body. I'm a part of the body of Christ. So I'm renewed. So I said, I'm gonna people to wear renewed body. Feel it, know it, affirm it, be it. Know that whatever you came out of, God, I'm so full. Like, God is gonna touch, like, God is pleased. He don't care what walk of life, like where you come from, stumble, you have the authority to get up and be so much better. Like, so much better. And he's a proof of that. Like, we are new creatures. All things have passed away. So you want to become an apprenticeship? Get in Christ first. Give your life back. Be renewed in the inside, and then you're going to start thinking different. You're going to come with a new vision. He gives me ideas I have never even think I could think about. When you get in him, he gives you the vision. He gives you what to want. He gives you what to desire. Like, the desires of my heart is the desires of his heart. And they surpass my understanding. And so I just want you guys just to go forth. This is amazing what you've done. Like, I've been hearing about you about my whole time being married here, but I never really linked side by side. But I'm saying she's amazing. She is amazing, and the things you bring to the community is so awesome. And I just thank God for you. I really thank God, and that you begin to touch new territories, new places, new heights, new countries, new countries. It's bigger than this. You're bigger than these 50 states. It's higher. It is higher. And so I'm just thankful. I'm just thankful for being connected to my husband. I'm thankful for being in the room. It was not a mistake. This happened the way it needed to happen today. And I'm just so happy. So I'm get to wait for it.
That's how God built people. I mean, man, that was so powerful. And so when we do it God's way, a lot of times that's what we do. We buck against God so much. Did y'all know that? We fight. We think we fighting people. We be fighting God.
Yes.
And sometimes we be rolling our eyes at people and then not knowing and not able to see their greatness because you can't see past some things. But God brought her here to use her. Come on. Come on. If y'all didn't get it. But what touched me more is she had a sincere, pure heart. And that's what God is looking for, pure hearts. Pure hearts. And if it didn't touch you, I don't know what's wrong. I'm trying to get that shower music. But it touched me, I tell you. You did, it touched me. And so I'm just so excited. And so we have, and please, thank you for, it means a lot to me for you guys to sit here. I know a lot of y'all got to go to church tomorrow, but we ain't going to have no church tomorrow. We've been working like, my team, I thank God for my team. I just want to thank God for them. Can y'all come up here for a minute? I want y'all to see my team. Come on, y'all. Come on, my team. Come on, Floyd, get up here. Come on, Deborah. Come on, Pastor Kim. Come on, Elder Cynthia. This is my team. Deacon Outlaw. This is my team. This is my team. I want y'all to see how my team looks. Barbara will be the team. This is how my team. Deacon Outlaw. Can you stand here, honey? I want y'all to see how my team look. Pastor Kim, Elder Cynthia. This is how my team look. These people are connected to me, if not on a daily basis, on a weekly. Listen really quick. These people are connected with me on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. I thank God for it. This is what a dream team looks like. who really stuck with me through this whole program. And I don't care how late I stayed here. She stayed here with me. I know she had stuff to do, but you couldn't tell. She changed my life just this week. And so I want y'all to, something changed my life when she walked into my life, because have y'all ever, and I know she didn't tell me to say this, but I'm just gonna say it. Have you ever had somebody who walked into your life? Dr. Anna brought her into my life, and what broke my heart is Tanya had been homeless for 5 years. Just broke me. And within 2 weeks of meeting me, Tanya had flourished into this person, into this beautiful bird. Come on, Tanya, stand up. She don't really like to be on camera. Come on, just stand up. If I left here at 12 o'clock midnight, she left here at 12 o'clock midnight. If I left here 1 o'clock, she left here 1 o'clock. And she just kept saying, let me go. I think we ought to do some more stuff. I was so sick of Tanya. And let's do some more stuff. And let's do some more stuff to these curtains. And let's do some more inspirational stuff to the stuff. And so Tanya is a real MVP in my life, because she don't talk the talk. She has stuck with me through thick and thin. I can walk to the back, tired, Tanya. Tanya, come help me. Me and Tanya lifting tables. She was last night going to bed. I don't care what store it is. You know what I love about Tanya? No matter what I say to her, Tanya don't get an attitude. Tanya told me that she's working up to run one of these facilities. And she showed me she's well capable. I just thank you for pushing me as hard as you've done. I thank you for sticking with me at 1 o'clock in the morning. And you still like, let's do some more work. I'm like, I'm done with Tanya. I am done with Tanya, because Tanya want to just work. Pastor Antoine, y'all don't know what y'all got up in this room. This man is one of the smartest financial gurus I done met. Talking about get that credit to 850. He the 850 man. And what you talking about credit 850, credit, he get your credit 850. You ask him for some nuggets, he gonna give you the nuggets, but he be wanting you to go and get it right. Don't just be asking him all them questions, right? I love Dr. Antoine. He stuck, but I'm so grateful for co-pastor Keisha, because guess what? He was here at 12 o'clock. I said, man, if you don't answer that phone, so I won't get in no trouble. But co-pastor Keisha was so, I'm telling you, this is a gracious woman of God. She was like, did my boo eat? Did my boo drink his water? Co-pastor Keisha is a real wife. I'm like, I'm trying to make sure you got water. I'm like, you get some water up in here so I won't get in no trouble. But even though he's my spiritual son, he's my cousin by marriage, he has stuck close to me like a son, I tell you, and I appreciate him. Y'all don't know this dude right here, Floyd. Floyd is a beast. You want him to drywall this whole... Floyd come in with all these tools. That butcher block, I'm telling you, you want him to customize you anything, Floyd the man. His lovely wife, another one. I'm telling you, these dudes was here late. Pastor Pointer laid his hands on us. We got an anointing. We got a blessing. I thank God for this. This woman right here, if y'all don't know G&B, I don't care what have to be cooked. 14 slabs of ribs, she did it. She come and get it. If you want her to cater, she do these cutesy little box lunches with the chips and the sandwiches. Patronize her. I thank God for my ride to live. Deacon Donald Outlaw, my dude. I married him all over again. I married him 35 years ago. and I will marry him again because he's a real man. What I love about him is we'll do it. But let me just say this really quick. Anything that I know I can make this. I done had so many kitchen tables, him, Floyd, and Pastor, they'll never get mad. I say, take it down, put it up. I don't like it. They just take it down, put Floyd like, come on, let's take it down. I done had, I'm telling you, these what real men look like. Yes. Come on, we gotta look at it. Did the outlaw can fix anything? He could put anything. He could put all the death together. I know that man was so sick of me. I'm bringing emotion. Hey, honey, could you lift this? But I thank God for you, Daddy. You are mom to me. Thank you for everything. I got another spiritual son who I know I make him sick, but I can call him at 4 o'clock in the morning. Come on, Tony. I know I can make Tony sick. We have so many runs. We have so many things to do. Okay, mama. Mop the floor. Okay, mama. Do the thing. Okay, mama. He never say no. I don't care. I can call. And his lovely wife, Lena. Yeah. She knows him. Anytime you know you're a man now. But they know they say. I thank God for you, Tony. Yeah. I can call you at the spur of the moment and say, get the truck. All Tony said, Mom, what time I got to get the truck? He want to always make sure he do it right. I thank God. This woman been by my side for 35 years. Let me tell you. She's sitting in here crying. She was sitting right here crying. I'm like, why you crying? Because she know where I came from. Came out of the basement of my house. She have seen me get elevated at every level. But what I love about Elder Cynthia, I don't care what, I can go from apprenticeship program to trade school to 1-day university to 2-day university to 9-day university to 5. I got a 5-second university, 3 minutes. I create curriculum. I write grants. Whatever I do, Elder Cynthia always in. I thank God for, who out there? I thank God for Pastor Kim Strickland is my administrative assistant. This chick is a bad chick. I prophesy to her. I'm with her. She still come back in the game stronger than she ever been. I always tell her that I'm just trying to make her what? Better. And Dr. Kim have got better. I thank God for her. I thank God for her. Now, one more. Y'all don't know this lady. This lady came to me, but I'm telling you, Deborah is one of the smartest executive assistants I ever had. And I'm so grateful for you. I can get on everybody's nerve. One thing about Deborah just ain't gonna say I get on her nerve. Okay, Apostle. Get that letter done. So they know, my team know I work hard. Yes. But I love them.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I love hard.
Yes.
Y'all mean the world to me.
We love you too, Apostle.
Everything. I'm telling you, I push them hard. I know I get on their nerves. They don't never say it. They don't never say it, but I can get it. Because I can say, look, change this. Tony be like, hey, mama, did your mind change? Yeah, it changed, Tony. Tony, get that out of here. Let's do it over. Tony, wrap it up. So I thank you. We're not going to be too much longer. We got this great woman of God. Thank you, gentlemen and women. Thank you all.
Say something between you and John, my beautiful wife, to come up. We got something for you. Because you mean so much to us and you've done so much for us and our family, we want to give you a special gift.
All right. righty.
to say thank you and
They
celebrate
thoughtful
you.
like this. This the power.
Yeah, I learn from the
couple
best. Every time I come around, she's always bearing gifts. So she says, when you're in the presence of greatness, then you must come bearing gifts. And so she's
Ooh, I
all
like it.
This is for her office. We already know she going global.
yeah. When you're in the presence of your Malachi, she told me you always got to come bearing gifts. And so I see and I hear and I learn.
But the next phase of her life is she need a jet. So we know prophetically that's about to happen. Amen. We touch and agree in this room. We speak it, we command it in Jesus' name. Amen.
I believe it.
We love you, Apostle.
I
We
love
appreciate
you.
everything you do for us.
Thank you for everything. You know what? This is crazy because I was sitting in my apostles' church. My apostle is Dr. I.V. Hilliard. And I was sitting in his church. He owned 5 planes, and he was selling one of his planes. And this was when my apostle was alive. And he asked, who want to buy my plane? And everybody was looking like, couldn't even comprehend. And in my heart, I said, one day I'm coming back to get that plane. but Bishop Rosie stood up and said, Apostle, I will buy that plane. And do you know, 2 years later, she had that plane. But I thought about it. I don't want nobody else's plane. I want my own plane. I love you. I tell you, we got top-notch, class act, everything. This woman of God, Prophetess Edna, she gonna do, please, I'm telling you, I ain't never seen nobody transform theyself as much as in my life. I knew she was a transformer or something. Just came to my church and she showed me her business and her webpage. I was like, who are these people? They were all her. She can crochet hair, do wigs, do makeup. She a beast. A real beast, but in a good way. And so I just wanted her to have some time, take your minutes of fame so we can have Dr. Anna, and then we have the gifts. We want to bless you. If your pastor say, why you late for church? Just blame me, all right? All right, ain't that all right? So, please. We always want to do things, we showcase, that's one of the things that I'm good at, showcasing people's talent. And so when I saw her pictures, I didn't think that was her. She showed me like all 10 pictures. I'm like, who are these people? She was like, they all me. I'm like, girl, if you can beat your face like that, girl, you finna get on my platform. And so all of the ones, and we have like 25 more. Another great woman of God. You said you never come in the presence of greatness and never, you have to find yourself. I told the great man of God, Dr. Priscilla husband, you got to find yourself a Melchizedek, because if you don't, Abraham found his Melchizedek. That's why he was a rich man. And I thank God. Really quick, can you come up here, Dr. Latasha? Man, come on up here. Alderman, woman / doctor / judge / city worker / city inspector / inspector lady. I don't know if y'all know this lady. Turn around. I've never met somebody so generous in my life. She never ever come in my presence without giving me a gift. She just didn't give me a gift. She gave Waka a gift which had spiritual meaning. I'm going to call him and let him know. She is so phenomenal. Yes. And so I just wanted to acknowledge her. She like be all the way in the back. You don't even know this lady a judge. This lady, no, she don't like to be on another's business investor, another real estate investor, have property. You wouldn't know a lot about her because she just this quiet storm. She had this big, huge event, and she put me on her platform, and I'm just so always I'm always want to be a blessing to you. Thank you for everything. I love you. Thank you. So you know I was gonna pull you up. Thank you. Okay. Your stuff. So then we have Dr. Anna, and then we have the gift. So thank you for being patient. I appreciate it.
Like this or behind?
I just wanted to know who she was talking about when she was saying all those good things. I know she
Yeah.
Like this?
Yes. So, my name is Edna, and I am very inspired by the beauty industry. And like Apostle was saying, and I thank God for Apostle. I really, really do. Apostle has really been pushing me. So I just thank her for giving me this opportunity to be in front of you guys to just present some things that I do. So, and at this time, I'm gonna call up my model, which is Apostle Penny.
My stuff all in the way. I'm sorry. I'm my stuff all in the way. I apologize. Just step on it.
And I know I was thinking that.
Is that too high?
Is that too high? Or do you want to sit in the chair? Okay. Got it? Okay. All right. I'm not going to leave this.
That's too high.
Is it too high?
Yeah, stand it on my nose.
All right. So I'm going to be doing something really, really quick. Makeup can take hours. So today I'm going to do something really quick on Apostle Penny. Just pulling her hair back. And I'll be doing a little bit of talking, just to kind of give some information. First and foremost, I think it's very important to concentrate on the eyes. The eyes is a pop when it comes to a full look. And so the first thing, of course, I'm going to be starting on her eyebrows. And I'm going to be using this e.l.f. eyebrow gel. And I'm going to be putting her eyebrows in place with the eyebrow gel. This allows it to stay in place and give it a little bit more definition. Sometimes our eyebrows can be a little wild, so.
They can't hear it.
I'm sorry. Okay. So as I was saying, I am putting her eyebrows in place with a little bit of eyebrow gel. And then I'm going to be using some concealer to carve out her eyebrows and give it a little bit more definition. So. Sorry.
Sherry, you gonna get your makeup?
Yes. So I'm going to be using this black shade just to fill out her eyebrows, because hers, and this brand is by Morphe. I really like Morphe. It has a lot of colors, and it's a really cheap brand too, but I really, really like it. Yeah. Sometimes I start like right here. It just depends on how thick your eyebrows are. But I'll start not quite towards the front, but like a little ways back. And then when I brush it in, I kind of drag a little bit towards the front so it won't look so harsh. So I'm going to be taking my brush. And as you can see, it allows to drag the color towards the front. And it's not too harsh. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to be using is, I'm going to be using a concealer to carve out her eyebrows and color like her full lid so that I can prep her for the colors that I'm going to be using. Now sometimes we can use like a primer. A primer is something that kind of makes your face a little bit more smoother so that the makeup that is going to be applied is going to look smooth on the face. Y'all bear with me now, bear with me. And this is the concealer. I'm using Infallible concealer.
Bingo.
Maybelline.
Excuse me, I want to get a better angle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Thank you. I needed that light.
So much better. Yes. Thank you.
You usually go lighter with the concealer?
Yeah, it just depends. I'm kind of doing with her. You can go a little bit lighter than your skin color. Sometimes you can go a little bit brighter. It just depends on how much shine you want or how much illumination you want.
Oh, wow.
And I think this goes well with her skin color. Yes, for the TV and all of Okay. So I've carved up her eyebrows, and then I'm going to cover her whole lid with the concealer as well. And I'm going to use a different brush. This brush right here has an angle, like a really sharp angle, so that you can, get a little bit more definition. So that's why I use this brush. And so yes, thank you. This one is a foundation brush, but I'm going to be using it to take a lot of the concealer and cover her eyelids with it. And one thing about me is I really don't stick to the rules when it comes to brushes and things. I use, what I think is best to use for the specific thing I'm doing.
Yeah. Definitely makes your pages look better too. Yeah, that's why you do in my room.
Okay.
I used to do that in my room.
So this is very close to her skin color, but you can see that it's a little bit brighter. And then, and so right now I'm just going to focus on her eyes, and I'm going to take a setting powder. This setting powder is, let me go over here where you are. This setting powder is from Laura Mercier, and it is really, really,
Laura Mercier.
Laura Mercier. So this is a setting powder to keep the concealer in place. And you can also use it as like a base, if you will. So when you start your eyeshadows, this will give it a smooth surface.
So you looking for an intern? Elizabeth can be your intern.
Yes.
Elizabeth can get the check. Show you how to do that. Bam.
Pastor, you know I'm on board with anything you have going on.
You all right with
Because
me?
I can trust you. I know you're a true woman of God, so.
I'm sure gonna help. Oh, we ain't got church tomorrow. Go straight home from here.
Not. Somebody got to see you tonight.
Go straight home from
Hey,
here.
Deborah.
Oh, man. We gotta go somewhere. Bye.
Okay. No, I gotta. Oh no. I'm gonna get this quick brush here. And then I'm gonna start the lid out. Okay. So I have another Morphe palette, and for the most part, it's not until I actually see the person that I just kind of come up with ideas as to what I'm going to do with them. So for her, I want to do like a little bit of purple for her. So, and I'm going to be using this fluffy brush here. This brush you can use as making like a transitional color all over the lens. And you can also use it for like putting a darker color in the crease. So I'm going to start with this natural color here.
So that's your base all over.
Yes. It's what you call a transitional color. Once again, it's just a color that can give you a base, and then you can kind of add to the color that you're starting with. I think Apostle Penny is beautiful without makeup. Amen. So, and you know, I really love a natural makeup. It's not about, I know Apostle says that I'm kind of like Transformer, but I like to enhance a person's beauty. And I think that color looks really good on her. Yeah. Okay, and then I'm going to go a little bit deeper. I'm going to go with this color here. And I'm going to focus more on the lids and not at the top here.
I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at how you're doing that. But I'm a quick foot. I go when I go for that mirror, I'm like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Now, short foot, please. You thought I was lying, didn't you? Y'all was talking about my daughter, she be up and down. Ooh. I don't have time for all of that. I know she's got no. And I need to get.
I don't feel no prayer up in here for me. Not done.
No, she had to have one for these shorty folks. And then one for the little wild people in the mirror. I'm one of them shorties in front of the mirror.
So I really like how that's coming out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give her a little bit of glam on her lids.
But don't do what you see. It looks pretty. This might get ready to go tomorrow. That's like the birthday party. And when I had to go to school that morning, Lord Jesus. Well, my little fat woman. All of that, because they were going to shut out there at time. But you don't do it, you better go to the party. And what you gonna do in large those? She got nice little cheeks. What you put on them cheeks? You gotta wait. All my life. It got worse. See my daughter on that, she told me, I've been there once. Oh, you ready to go? Oh, she makes me down the way downstairs.
How we looking, guys?
Beautiful. Trust in the process.
I learned so much from the eyes already. I mean, the eyes is my favorite part. I'm over here like, who knew?
It's really therapeutic when somebody does it for you. But when you're doing
So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put her a little bit of highlighter here.
Okay.
Okay, now you know. Now you know what to pray for.
And then so I'm going to take the same brush.
Everybody.
I'm going to take the same brush and I'm going to kind of bring all the colors together, if you will. And I'm using a different color this time.
Just knocked it out.
And you said you use that brush to blend all the colors together?
Mm-hmm.
She can't get out. That's all right. She's on there.
The next project is the gift giving way out.
Okay.
Right?
So now, just for time's sake, I definitely have to, let's see, I need,
What you do to the cheek?
I said you at home.
Okay. You do too long, so.
I said you at home.
I'm just using this one to take a little bit of access.
Huh?
She getting the excess off.
Okay.
Now, this typically is a look for lashes. I'm not sure if Apostle Penny is gonna be wearing lashes, but it's okay. Oops, I'm like,
Glasses. Will they interfere with my glasses?
they're not really long.
Okay, well, let's go. Okay, come on.
So let's do the lashes now.
All right now. All right now. Let's go. What you gonna do?
But see, when you get the first
I know. I just it was on my lap. Long time ago, there, right there.
So let's see how these will look first and how long they are.
Yeah, that's kind of measuring right now to make sure they were right size.
So while my assistant is putting the lash glue on, I'm going to start with her concealer underneath her eyes.
Okay, so when it's time to take them off, how do you pull more?
I will pull them from this side that way. I'm gonna make sure I put it on. Well, she's putting it on, but it's really light. You can wash them off too. So Apostle was asking how to take the lashes off. You can use soap and water. I like to pull them from this end to that end because if you're pulling them this way, you're kind of tagging on your eyes, if you will, tugging on them. So we want less wrinkles as long as we need.
From the outer corner. Don't pull it out. Place. And you shake it through your eye.
So right now I'm going to be using some concealer underneath her eyes. I'm gonna have you do
like that.
and I'm gonna have you do this.
She's like, man, they so beautiful. She's showing beyond to them. No.
Yes. I went to a community college actually in Freeport. Yeah, you know, I did stage makeup actually with the cosmetology school. Yeah. So I'm going to be using this sponge that sometimes I run hot water on it because it gives like a smoother, you know, look. But we're going to be. Concealer I use, of course, for eye highlight, also for covering up blemishes, dark spots, anything of that nature.
What, concealer?
Yeah.
When you ask him, like if you
So you put your concealer, I always put mine after, so
you can do even that.
Yes.
It would be better for you to go that way around the table. Yeah.
Now for me, you know, it just depends with the concealer. This is normally where like the light will hit your face. So you want to concentrate on like your T-zone. Your T-zone being your forehead right here, the bridge of your nose, your cupid's bow, and then your chin, and then underneath the eyes.
Well, like I'm ready to say, I'm ready for my time to shine.
So now I'm going to be setting her face again with the with the Laura Marcier.
The setting powder? That's what it's called?
Yeah, the setting powder is the Laura Marcier. And this is the translucent powder, which is a.
What you use it for?
This is the set concealer.
Okay.
I didn't hear you.
Yes, that is the, yes.
Yeah.
I heard you. That's what I'm looking for.
She got me.
Yeah, teamwork.
It also gives a highlight to the face as well. I think Apostle Penny gonna go out on a date today.
No, she's not. She's going straight home. Oh, happy call Jesus. Yeah, the grocery store. Gas station.
Jesus knew I was gonna get the hookup tonight.
I'm just saying. Because a lot of people like freckles. It's like a veil. Your freckles shine. It's nice.
Okay. So now we're gonna go ahead and apply the lashes.
Now. Okay. Make sure one is.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I know.
Look down there, hold my head down.
Okay, now.
Sister Lena, look,
Now, Prophetess Edna,
Yes.
Prophetess Edna,
Yes.
tell them about different glues, because some people are allergic to glue. It's different types of glue. Let them know about what glue you use.
Yes, there are some people that are allergic to glue. You know, they have different brands for like sensitive skin. Some people just can't wear it, you know. And so you just gotta find the right glue that's for sensitive skin and people that doesn't have like an allergic reaction to it. Because I do have a friend, she can't wear lashes because she's allergic. Yeah.
And please do not be like these young folks that like to use wig glue on their lashes. Please do not do
No,
that.
ma'am, we're not doing that.
Thank you.
That's a good point. That is a very good point. Just because it says glue doesn't mean you use it for your eyes.
What's the name of that glue you use?
This one is Envy. It's by Envy.
If you're on glue on your eyelashes, y'all do know that if you're making a banana pudding and if you put pecans on there, some folks can swell up You knew that, right? Because I got to make that tomorrow. Got to make some banana pie, but I got to do it.
You got a runner.
You can get sued for that. You can get sued for sweating somebody's face. Watch your step there. Watch your step. But it can't see the boy's face.
All right. Give me the hand. No trouble. No trouble. Blessings. Get you up now. You won't be safe. Blessings until we get you.
Thank you guys.
See, they brought lunch to us. And what was on the lunch tray, the boy ate it. And he was allergic to it.
It's kind of clean.
And I was doing something at the room and had him doing something at the seat. And we had saw him swelling up and they kept saying, Miss Wood, look at him. They were all now. Look at him. I said, you all are, be quiet when you sit down because I'm doing something. But they told me the second time.
They gotta be. It takes lashes a little bit, you know, a drying time, and it looked like Apostle is.
You
like,
Is she ready?
You gotta make sure you back them ass with
But when they looked at me, you need to look at this boy. They called him back. And when I turned around and I saw.
Well, let me go ahead and apply her. I'm gonna go ahead and apply a foundation. Let's see. I'm just doing a powder. I'm not doing any liquid foundation on her.
Thank you. You could use a powder sponge. You can use the brush on the sponge.
I don't use a sponge for the powder foundation because you want to use a brush so that you can spread it around the face. A sponge is more so for like patting, like a liquid or a cream. So I'm applying I am applying a powder foundation.
Okay.
And I am not rubbing, I'm patting. Once again, we want to make sure that we're not pulling on the skin.
Is there a reason to use a powder as opposed to like a cream or a liquid? Or is it
You can use both.
Yeah.
Me personally, I like powder because it gives more of a natural look.
okay.
But when you put like a foundation and then the powder, most of the time you can tell you have makeup on, which is fine as long as it looks good. But like, I like natural. Yeah.
Would it be more about the preference and like the skin type?
Yes, absolutely.
Your real good sharp clothes, and you pull that beautiful beautiful white thing I'm wearing.
I didn't hear nothing you said.
I said like when you put on your real nice clothes, you know. And I've got that white satin with that little beautiful color on it. And I made up my face first, right? But I don't want the stuff on my face to come off.
You can get a you know how they have those hair bonnets?
Oh,
You can put that over your face and then put your clothes on.
okay, go on, girl. Thank you. I can use my hair oil for the cover my face with. All right, like that. I never thought of it.
Yes. Yeah, my lashes. Yeah, so this is my brand, Silk China lashes, and they are very comfortable. A lot of people don't know about me that I really didn't wear lashes. I still don't wear lashes all the time, but I love lashes. But I wanted to find some lashes that actually feel comfortable on the eyes. Because like the ones I'm using for Apostle, these are, is it Ardell? Mm-hmm. These are Ardell, and they can feel a little heavy on the eyes, and it could be very uncomfortable.
Yeah, they feel like hats on my eyelids.
Yeah. So, and I love that because she's letting you know that's how they feel. But the ones I have on, I can honestly say they are not heavy. I cut them to fit my eyes. And, I'm sorry. You can go to silkchina.com. I'm sorry, silkchina.bigcartel.com, and I can give you a card too. Yep.
So what are some of the mascaras you can use to just bond if you don't want to really have lashes? I know. Maybelline. Yeah, Maybelline got some.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I use. Yeah.
It's voluminous, I believe it's called. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you use colossal or something?
Better than sex lashes are good mascara. Which one? Better than sex.
Better than sex. Yeah, that's for any makeup.
You didn't like those? How we looking for?
Mascara?
What happened?
We're talking about natural lashes though. Oh, you want to extend? Oh, you want them big, long. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Extending. Their lashes a whole different length. It's not. No, you didn't play like in grade school or high school in makeup or nothing. I was so curious.
Because I just have her put a little bit more on it. That's my sister. She's doing so good, y'all.
Yes, she is. Don't listen.
Okay. So now, now I'm going to be applying her blush and a little bit of highlighter.
What's your contact information?
This is what she's using.
My emails?
Yes. It's by Revolution
China at yahoo.com.
That's for a second. You'll be, I'm telling you, I can do your makeup like that. Yeah, you can do it at home. See, it's so fast. You like, dang. It's just like you put lotion.
And the last thing I'm going to do is a highlight.
That's what I'm saying. Nothing. Really.
Yes, so I have, and like I was telling someone else, that I do sell, thank you. I do sell lashes on my website, and I also sell t-shirts as well. I will be adding to my website, so just to let you guys know that, but I do sell t-shirts that have my logo that says Silk China on it. Now, if you want some custom-made t-shirts, then y'all can just, come to my website and, my email and just contact me that way. Yeah. And the website, once again, is silkchina.bigcartel.com. And I want to give you guys another tip. Like, let's say you put too much of the highlighter, you can always take like a foundation brush, like the same color as your skin, and kind of go over it just to kind of take away some of the highlight. So let's apply the lashes. Thank you. Thank you guys for staying.
Okay.
Meet again. All this stuff in my lap. Yeah.
How we looking, y'all?
Looking ready.
And the last thing to the look, I'm just gonna put some gloss on her. And we'll be done. And before I do that, I am going to be spraying a setting spray by Morphe. If y'all can tell, I love Morphe. This is a terrible spray. Well, not the spray itself, but the bottle. There we go.
What does it do?
It sets the makeup in place.
Make it last long.
So you gonna go to sleep and wake up like this?
My daughter hates that. She hates when I sleep with my makeup. She's like, that's the worst thing.
It keeps it like, I woke up from not
Because I've been trying to hold into it for another day. She's like, that is not good for your skin.
It keeps it on there so it doesn't rub off so easily.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
It keeps you from having your face on somebody's t-shirt.
Yes. On that white.
I've seen it. I'm a witness, but I'm not a victim.
She sound like she didn't.
I like that, girl.
I've seen it too many times. It's scary.
So that'll save my white suit on it.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that white suit on. Yeah, I got a white suit on thing I'm
That's
wearing.
like a natural color too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Who that back?
You a photo shoot, Miss Perry.
This is Morphe as well.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay, and we are all done. Thank you so much.
Where's the
Oh, she's here.
Take her pen out.
I didn't even bring my. I have it with you, but I haven't.
Oh, sick. Yes.
I'm so glad you like it.
And you also put your made up. It's not too much.
It's real natural.
Makeup.
It's real natural.
Not the president.
Y'all like it? She looks so pretty. Thank you so much.
She can keep it on as long as she wants because it's like throughout the day. It depends on your skin too. Because you can always keep your setting spray with you. So if you do like the light
Come on,
dash
sis,
and then
Stan.
the
I love
spray,
it.
then you'll be fine.
Yes. Yes.
We wouldn't suggest you keep it on for too long because that can cause acne and all of the stuff.
like
Don't sleep in your makeup. That's all I'm saying. Don't sleep. Don't sleep in it.
Break your face
You're gonna wake up looking like Quasimodo. Don't do it. Please.
Eyes be swollen.
So don't sleep in it, huh?
Wash your face. Please wash your face. Please.
I'll see. I'm doing a little bit
Put it on the
extra.
bed. We gotta be ready for the morning. I gotta sleep, go to sleep tonight, right?
Well, thank you guys so much for staying. Thank you so much.
Any other makeup questions, comments, or concerns?
I got you.
Remember, the website is
Sitting there too long.
silkchina.bigcartel.com. silkchina.bigcartel.com. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Thank you to my wonderful assistant. She was so good. Woo!
Also, ladies, if you wear lashes, please wash them occasionally because again, you can't make up the
And never pump your mascara because it causes bacteria. And don't share makeup.
Do not share makeup. As much as you love a person, please do not share their makeup.
Bacteria. When you comb it out, it's airborne.
And wash all makeup utensils because bacteria will form on brushes.
That's because it's wet.
Come on, mama.
And because
You gotta take a picture with her.
you gotta have her looking right first, though. I mean, she looked right, but I'm just trying to keep her light here.
Yeah. That thing is right.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much. Okay.
Y'all can't be
But your name is on there on your cover.
Okay, yeah, that's my name.
All right, gotcha.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
I know. That's your specialty is the natural.
Thank you, I saw that.
How do they feel?
It's not bad. It's not
Bad.